Really good news in Ocala, Florida. Glenn Stein, Realty Executives here, sharing with you the home sales forecast, what we're looking at on a national basis and also local basis. You're looking at this, the home sales forecast to increase this year and perform well again in 2022. Four different national companies, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, NAR, MBA. MBA seems to be very, very aggressive in what they're predicting. And if you look at it, it looks like it's a little bit slightly less. If you look at some of the numbers here, slightly less next year into from compared to this year, 2021. So a little bit of a plateauing, which is what we've seen in sales a little bit, but not tremendously so. A little bit of a slowdown in demand. It's not as crazy as what we saw January through July, but definitely inventory. The biggest difference here is the inventory drop, just completely going right through the floor. And we saw a low of about 910 properties in Marion County. Now we're at 1,062. So definitely a difference there when you're looking at inventory differences. And when you've got that kind of inventory difference, then essentially what that means is that prices will not drop because the inventory is really low. It's basic supply and demand. Now, obviously, that could change. There could be some differences. There could be some changes there. So it's something to really pay attention to. The other thing that we're really paying attention to is this, which is, mortgage rates. And the predictions are that they are going to be going up. This chart tells you where the interest rates were, back in 2019, almost at 5%. And actually, that was a rough patch in the marketplace, very beginning of 2019, and then interest rates dropped and the market really, they kept dropping and market really picked up. And of course, all the way through, if you follow this through all the way, right around this point is where COVID really kicked in. And then interest rates, they decide, okay, interest rates is going to keep going down because they got to support, support the economy. So that's where you see these steep decreases in interest rate. There was a lull in 2019. Of course, market did the inverse effect, went straight to the roof. Interest rates went down. Obviously, then there was a plateauing late 2019. And then COVID hits, plummeting of interest rates way down here, all the way into the twos, under three. And then recently, latter part of then we started increasing interest rates in the threes. Then it came down to be in the twos, and then seems to be now back in the three range again. And the anticipation is because of the fear of inflation. Whether it's true or not, there's a lot of information on inflation, stagflation, supply chain problems. We've got to look at that. But the anticipation of the prediction is that you're going to see interest rate increases, which obviously that will have an impact in our marketplace. But what we're essentially seeing is we're seeing a really, really good marketplace. So some growth is what I anticipate, some raise in interest rate. That's going to be, something that is going to happen, especially in our local market here in Ocala, Florida, Marion County, Florida. If you have questions, by the way, feel free to check us out. buymidflhomes.com is our website. You can look at homes there. If you have questions for me, I've been in the business for more than 17 years, been a broker for 17 years, been in the business for 21 years. And if you have questions for me, you can always call or text me, 352-572-3796, 352-572-3796. And I would be happy to help. And also please subscribe to our Ocala, Florida real estate channel. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.